Hey guys, and welcome. I've already moisturised, primed and have foundation on. So what I need to do now is put translucent powder on, which is Love from Kmart. And then I'm using my MAC 2130B brush, which is awesome. And just brushing that around. My lips were feeling a little bit dry, so I put some Lucas Paw Paw ointment on top of them. Oh, cracked my neck. Then I'll be contouring with this Cool As brush with my W7 bronzer, which I usually get from Chemist Warehouse. Just applying that in a stroking motion down my cheekbone and then sweeping it up gently. I don't like really harsh lines either. And going over my forehead, I'm just speaking to my mum there, she just got home. She's really cute. I then go over my nose. I will fix that later with some extra highlights, so don't worry about the brownness that I'm putting on my face. I hide my giggity chin. It's kind of like Quagmire, so I like to hide that with a bit of contouring. Oh well. Do the jawline and I do blend it down lightly as well. Next I'll be using Real Techniques brush with this Mangy As W7 Duo Blusher. And I will just be lightly sweeping that over my cheeks, the apples of my cheeks. Then to contour, I'll be putting a triangle on my forehead, around my eyes and down my nose. I like to go in the inner corner of my eye. I find that's where a lot of shadowing goes, so it's great to put it there. And also my nose, my lips. I like to prime my lips but also put a bit of concealer on, especially if I'm using a light colour. Around my lips as well, and then a few dots on my chin and of course under my cheeks. I then blend this out with this brush all up in my goodies. It's great. I like to fade it out through and over my blush. I like that real gradient effect over my blush. It's really nice. So I'm just going to fill in all the holes here. I find if you put a bit too much concealer on the eyelid, especially if your eyelids are really oily, they will crease and create lines, so just be gentle with that if you're aware of your face doing things like that. So I go easy on that part. I just blend all with the same brush. I do clean my brushes usually with alcohol, especially if I'm going to be using it on clients or friends. Unless my friends go into my drawer and grab it and I haven't cleaned it, well, it's at your own risk, mate. I'm just going to buff that out there. I don't like too harsh a line, so I buff it out with whatever residues are left. I blend in my lips. I leave the inner part out. I like that dark. I'll explain why later. And blending all of that around. It's like a highlight for the lips. It's really great. Then I'm just going to be setting that with translucent powder again. And this Model Prefer Essential Brow Kit. My favourite part, not. I hate doing brows. It's the most tedious, annoying thing. So I've already tweezed and trimmed and snipped my brows, so they're looking okay. I'm just going to create a nice line with this cute little brush and then I flick upwards. Eyebrows are just a learnt thing. It's not an everyday thing, but basically I just start with a line as I go down the arch. Looks like a sperm. I leave that bit in there. And then I go from about here and bring it out. So the bit towards the front, I like that fade. So I'll show you soon what I do with that. I'm just going to try and create the arch here, which is so annoying, but the end result is really good. Then I bring it down. So I make it a little bit thicker at the top, and then I bring it down to a fine point at the end. So that's one eyebrow done. Then I flick upwards towards the insides. I would prefer my brows being thicker, but it's not the way the cookie crumbles. At the end, I always squeeze my brush to keep it fine pointed. It's just a habit I'm into. Concealer on the back of the hand, grab another small brush, and now I'm just going to pretty much outline, if that's the word, outline to define the brows a little bit more. So if you have some stray crazy hairs, this will help to just make it a really crisp line. I don't do this every day, barely at all actually. And then I use this concealer brush that I used before to just cause that fade calls, create the fade effect for both eyebrows. I don't like harsh, bulky brows. I'm going to use this mangy eyeshadow, what's it? Cream eye primer. And I'm just going to apply that there. Always a primer when I'm going to do like insane eyeshadow. Next is a Naked 3 Urban Decay palette I got from Bali. All the colours I'm going to leave down in the link below so you know exactly what to use, but for now I'm just going to point them out to you. So they're really nice rosy colours here. I like to use a little sheet or a card or a tissue under my eye for all the fallout. Grab whatever you can just to stop the fallout. Then I change brushes and blend all the colours through. I think the main trick for doing makeup is having good brushes and an array of brushes, but also just blending and taking that time. Also be aware of your eye style. If you have really hooded eyes, try and keep away from glitter and shiny things on your hooded eye. It will make your hood look more saggy. So this is my next Urban Decay palette here. I'm just going to fill that in the inner corners there. But with makeup, in saying that, do whatever the frig you want, okay? It's your face, your style. If you want to put shimmery shadow wherever you want, you do that, girlfriend or boyfriend. Putting some dark under the eye. I only go about halfway. I don't like to go to the very inner corners of my eye. I find it makes me look very close-eyed, and I like a wide-eyed look because when I laugh, my eyes look so small. Just grabbing some more colour there. MAC Professional Makeup. I got this from my brother a long time ago and it's worked a charm, especially in my special effects makeup that I do. All the crazy bright colours have actually come in handy. Also, this waterproof eyeliner is really good. I don't think it's waterproof, it's pretty average. I'll be putting white in my eye just to give you an open, wide-eyed, awake look, and then liquid liner halfway to the middle of the eye on the lash line because it is a soft, sultry look. I don't want any harsh lines or anything. Then I'm going to put this normal mascara on the bottom of my lashes and then liquid liner on the top. I use a card to actually do my wing, so it's the best hack I ever learned. You can get the perfect wing every time if you angle it right, and I find it's a lot easier just than freehanding it. I didn't do it right here because I wasn't looking there properly, but most of the time it's really good. I have lash extensions, so I'm putting a waterproof mascara on the top so it doesn't smudge off when I wash it later. I then use Younique, which is a gel and a fibre mascara, which makes your lashes really long. First is the gel and then the fibre. And you'll see on my left eye it's a lot longer than the right eye. Dirty hands, that's great. And then I'm going to use my eyebrow palette just to contour my nose. You can use any darker colour that you want, just depends on the extremities that you want to go really. And I only do a cute little button nose kind of shape. I just follow the indents in my nose naturally. I don't want to do any crazy Instagram makeup here. Then I'm going to use this Sports Girl, oh that went in my eye, Sports Girl shimmer just on the upper sections because I find it shows pores a lot if you put it in the middle bits where your pores are usually. So all over the place there, really lightly buff it in. And then to set that, some Australis finishing spray, air it off. I don't know what this brand is, but it's like a peachy pastel kind of lip thing. More W7, which is also from Chemist Warehouse. I have a lot of Chemist Warehouse stuff that I haven't realised. So I've had lip fillers, so obviously my lips are more filled out over the top. So I go above and over my lip line, just because that's where my lips have actually pumped outwardly, and you can see when the lip line is on, it looks quite normal, I think. Then I put concealer on the middle bits of my lips. I don't fully swipe back and forth with my lips. I just open my mouth slightly just to keep the white in the middle center of the lips. as well as the lip gloss. I don't want it all over the place going spastic. I just want to keep it nice and in the middle, so when the light hits, it has the appearance of bigger lips. And some more blush. Yes, put some more blush. I then naturally curl my lashes with my finger and just hold it there for a few seconds. You can do this with normal lashes as well. I do it with my extensions. Then I grab this itsy bitsy little brush and I'm going to define my lips with some concealer. So try and keep it in one sweeping motion. Don't go in the middle of your bottom lip. I like to have that look of like overflowing big lip. So the bottom part I don't touch with concealer, and just do the top and your cupid's bow. I find that the most difficult, so just be patient with it. Try not to have too many V's or coffees or anything, cocaine, whatever. Here's some shadowing to show you. And I went back in with some more dark eyeshadow. I just wanted a little bit more dramatic. Contacts are in, makeup is done, and we're gonna do the, you know, the whole YouTube beauty guru slow-mo look at me type of look. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.